Welcome once again to Otto's Garage. Okay, so going back a couple of episodes, I pointed out a issue that we're going to get with the rear arch and how the wheel and obviously the tyre fitted. And basically it was this area here which has got a lip on it when I've reconstructed all this corner. I think that because of the bigger tyre, this was going to be an issue, and I was a bit concerned with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all this out, and we're going to tub it, because the other issue that we've got as well is when you look at it from the top, this really tails in quite a lot there, and what we need is more width, obviously, for the wider tyre that we've got. So I'm going to cut all that away. In fact, you can see where that is now already marked up, ready to go, and we're going to chop that out and reform a new wheel arch tub at that point. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut away that previous corner that I showed you with the sharp edges on it, and we're just tubbing this out. So I'm kind of following the line you can see there of the wheel well as it will come round, and this will give clearance in this back edge here, so that basically the tyre's not rubbing on the inner arch at all. So I've made a plate on there and just done a bit of seam welding on that to get that in the right place on that side. And then what I've done now is I've made a little cardboard template, and this is, you know, as we all know, the best way of doing this. So you can just bend it around and trim a little bit off it and then get it to the right size. So that's basically going to go in there, and that'll form the back wall of the inner arch. And then again, I can weld that onto the existing car as it is there. And then all we need to do then is just make a couple of little triangles at each end and get that whole seam welded up, and then bingo, we got ourselves a tubbed arch. Happy days. Okay, so this is a template that we previously had, so what I'm going to do now is just superimpose that onto the steel here, which we've done. So basically we've replicated the corner curve of those, and then what I'm going to do now is get the plasma, and we're going to snip it out with a torch, and then we can get it in place and get it welded up. Okay, so there's the plate. So you can see on that, it's basically the same shape that we had before. So what we've got to do now is just replicate the fold line where it folds over onto the floor. So I'll get that in the folder, and we'll bend that across, and then we can get it cleaned up and get it offered up onto the car. So I've got the plate in the folder here. Just clamp that down, and then basically we'll just lift that up. It should put a nice 90-degree bend on the corner of it. Pull up my arm, and there she is. Happy days. Nice bend on there, dead simple, no effort. So that's the plate in place, and as you can see, it fits like a Boster. So what we need to do now is do a bit of seam welding on it, and it'll kind of press in as you get a bit of temperature in there. You can kind of mould it around a little bit as well. Obviously this front edge is just sticking out, but we'll get that tapped round and get her in place. It's noodle time again. Other noodles are available. Well, I think we've got it done now. Basically we've been able to get the inner arch plate fitted in, and then I made two little triangle plates, one to go down here and then one on the end there to fill that in, and that's all been seam welded. Wow, you can hear that rain, that's going for it now. That's some rain, I'm glad I'm inside. But anyway, that one's done. So what I've got to do now is do exactly the same on the other side, and then I think that is going to be the end of the welding, which will be good news indeed. Well, viewers, I think fingers crossed that I've actually made the final weld on this shell. We've done the other side exactly the same as the previous side. Put the plates in there, the curved one. So now we've got good clearance on both sides for the rear tyres. And I am more than happy to hang up that MIG for the moment. I'm quite sure I'm going to use it for something else, but at least the bodywork is sorted now, and we really can start doing some proper paint preparation. So happy days. Let's see where we're going from here. So this is the end result. You can see the tubs from the inside. That gives us nice clearance on those wider rear tyres. Just take that out. So that's worked quite well. I quite like the look of that. And happy days. So with that final bit of welding completed now, we're going to sign off. Thanks for watching Otto's Garage, and I look forward to seeing you guys again on the next episode. Keep safe, happy days.